Good morning, everyone. How is your heart today? I'm feeling a lot more settled today, thankfully. I have been unwell for the last few days, and I feel I'm getting better and better in each moment, and I'm just reminding myself to thank my body for everything that it's doing for me. It is really interesting that this happened during the Libra solar eclipse, because when eclipses happen, it's like we need to rest, and if we aren't resting or if we have too much planned, then the universe will step in, or higher forces will step in and be like, right, you're doing too much. Sorry, I have cat hair on my nose, tickling my nose. You're doing too much and you need a rest, and we're going to make this happen. And especially when we have so many retrograde energies around as well, it's really creating a lot of delays and slowing down and bringing up a lot of reflection as well, especially with, Chiron in retrograde, which is about childhood, well, not just childhood wounding, but is about wounding coming up from the past. And then we have Neptune in retrograde as well, which we may or may not be seeing things clearly that we're experiencing, because sometimes our fears, our doubts, our insecurities are highlighted, and other times our hopes and dreams. And simultaneously, our hopes and dreams are highlighted when our doubts and fears come to the surface. So, eclipses bring about big changes, and I was just feeling into it this morning that I feel like there's some big things, big changes that have been set in this eclipse that we don't even know about yet. I hope that makes sense. I'm going to keep this video short though, because I still am unwell. As you can hear in my voice, it's regaining strength and power. And so I thought I would do a little bit of a light and shadow reading, which basically means that with my Mystic Dreamer deck, I'll pull out the lighter, or like what's in our consciousness about what we need to know moving forward from this eclipse. And with my Mythic Tarot deck, which is based on Greek mythology and Carl Jungian psychology, two of my favorite things, I will pull out the shadow aspect. Perhaps it might be something that we are unaware of in our subconscious that is working, and they're working together to help us to move forward. This is the first time I'm doing a light and shadow reading on video and talking about it as well, so bear with me if it's a little disjointed. Okay, straight away we have a card that's come out, and we'll see about the shadow. Alright. This is actually really interesting. I mean, when isn't tarot interesting, to be honest? I've been doing it for 20 years now, and I still am in awe by the readings that I get to share with people. Which reminds me, I am really looking forward to coming to Melbourne in November for the second MBS this year. It will be a 3-day festival this time around, and I believe you should be able to book your readings from now, and I highly recommend that you do if you're watching this video, because it does get booked up pretty fast. However, if you don't get a chance to book, definitely do try your luck on the day that you feel inclined to do so. Alright, we have two conflicting energies, which is absolutely perfect for this read, as it is the light and the shadow. So, in our consciousness, we have Two of Pentacles. Now, you can see that she's multitasking. Hopefully the lighting is... There we go, that's better. You can see that she's multitasking. Pentacles are about our... Well, some people say pentacles are about our material wealth, our finances. I like to think of it as abundance, in the way of our mental, emotional, spiritual, physical, and financial balance in life. So really, our overall energies and the way that we move through them is the Pentacles journey. That's how I perceive them. Each reader has their own meaning, and of course there's the original meaning, which I do believe was about material wealth and finances. So we have the Two of Pentacles, as I was saying, and she is multitasking. You can see that there's either two boats coming in, representing perhaps opportunities, or one coming in and one going out. Still could be opportunities. One could be something that we've just completed, and the other boat, for example, could be a new opportunity coming towards us, or perhaps where we are putting the majority of our focus on. So two is about balance. It could be about maintaining stability within us, especially with our nervous system, as we do focus and have energy for more things in our... There are endless things that we can share about tarot, because they're like little portals that open up and allow us access to knowledge and wisdom that we might have known before. So unlocking the parts in our brain that know this information, or give us access to information, knowledge and wisdom that we haven't known before. It's pretty amazing when that happens too. The other thing I noticed is in the bottom here, and it's not very clear, but here it looks like there's also another boat. So I really invite you to feel into what this means for you, and I'm also going to sit with it as well, because this is a really significant message coming through about the eclipse in Libra that we just had, and which is... Libra is about harmony, balance. It's also about justice. And when the energies begin to move, when the planets begin to move direct again, we will actually have more energy and time to focus on our priorities and actually be able to manage juggling quite a lot of things. So this is in our consciousness, in the light and shadow reading that I'm doing. There are so many symbols and messages in this card. Like, I can't even put it down right now. It looks like she's helping the ships navigate through the storm. So if you feel like sharing what this card means to you and what messages that you're receiving personally, please do feel free to share, because I really love sharing my knowledge and wisdom and personal connection with the cards, as well as knowing about other people's. And often it's you who is telling yourself these messages. Okay, in our subconscious, in completely contrasting energies, we have the Hermit card. Isn't that fascinating? In the consciousness, we have busyness, Two of Pentacles, multitasking, managing, prioritizing. And in the subconscious, we have the Hermit, which is about seeking our truth through our own experiences. Also, what's coming through with this is that it is connected to Chiron wounding that I was talking about earlier, with the Chiron retrograde, of our wounds coming up from the past and being a light in the dark for ourselves, or how we were a light in the dark for ourselves, and how those wounds have become our medicine to help others. Now, that energy is more the Hierophant card. However, I'm feeling it here for the Hermit as well. So, another aspect, so the sickle here is really standing out, which reminds me of the Grim Reaper as well as harvesting crops. So it could be one or the other, or it could be both for you. I really love making time to tune into what I'm feeling from the cards in the present moment, rather than just always resorting to the book meaning, which is something that I've done for quite a long time now. The other thing with this is the sky being so cloudy, to me, represents our thoughts. So we might be having a lot of thoughts and processing a lot of things, which makes a lot of sense, as this reading is about the solar eclipse and how to move forward. Now remember, the eclipses can affect us for 6 to 12 months after, and as I said earlier, I really feel that there was some big shifts set in motion, also along with I believe it was the Taurus Scorpio nodes shifting, which was also a big relationship one for us. So at the moment, we can see that our relationships with ourselves are being highlighted, as well as with others. And the Hermit card, I feel, is about reminding us that yes, our external relationships are important, and there are major significant shifts happening with that, and to make sure that we are coming back to having quality us time, reflecting on our personal thoughts and feelings about things, and getting really clear about our own truth before communicating with others about it, and really focusing on having solid, healthy rituals and routines and habits that will allow us to continue being busy and managing our lives with more ease than ever before, because we have that solid foundation. So there you go, my first light and shadow reading through video. I trust that you enjoyed it. Again, to recap, we have Two of Pentacles, which is the beginning, near the beginning of a journey. We're coming through the eclipse, and we're receiving more of our energy and vitality being restored as we begin to implement the downloads that we've been receiving, so that we can maintain a healthy balance in a way that feels good to us. I feel like there'll be a lot of coming and going, and eclipses help with endings and new beginnings as well. And in the shadow aspect, we have the Hermit. If we are in the shadow aspect of the Hermit, then we might be spending too much time alone. However, what I was sharing earlier just now was about making sure that we have quality us time, so that we can maintain this busyness and not burn out. I feel that this has been a very significant theme all year, and I feel that the eclipse that we've just had will be helping us to restore our balance and bring more harmony into our lives through having healthy. We also did have the Virgo new moon or full moon. Can't remember which one it was. But we also had Virgo being highlighted, which is about our habits, our routines, and our healthy behaviors so that we can manage the upcoming busy period. So that's all I have for you today. And like I said, each card is like a little portal in its own that opens or connects us to our own inner knowledge and wisdom, as well as the knowledge and wisdom that we have access to in, for example, the Akashic Records, which is an energetic library that holds all the information that ever is, was, or will be. I was feeling to pull out another card just for a bonus as well. And here we have the Three of Pentacles. So I feel like those of you who have been doing the work for a long time will be getting recognition and will be having other people coming to you to pay for your services because they value and acknowledge just how much, well, value you bring into their lives. Sneaky little bonus card, also Three of Pentacles. How exciting. Which actually, funny enough, is in the other deck, the next procession of the Two of Pentacles. Isn't that exciting? Okay, I'm going to leave that there. Take good care of yourselves. And remember that everything happens for a reason. It's up to us to navigate how we choose to grow and evolve and expand through these learning opportunities or growth opportunities. I love you. Take good care of yourself. Bye for now.